What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. You guys, we got some huge information evolving around DC, Warner Brothers, Discovery Plus, all of that stuff. Now, it's been confirmed, you guys, that yes, they will be merging Discovery Plus and HBO Max, and it will most likely release in the US of summer of 2023, you guys. Expect so much change. But what I really want to talk about is the change for DC, you guys. Now, DC is kind of labeled underneath a studio. So are they taking a page from Marvel Studios and creating its own division and having DC Studios? About damn time. That's what the fans have wanted. You want to have DC in its own pocket, in its own studio, where you can have your own creative team come up with some kind of significant plan, you guys. Speaking of significant plan, David Zaslav confirmed a lot of good stuff, you guys. And this is what he had to say evolving around DC, you guys. Now, this is very, very, very important stuff we got to talk about. Okay, so this is what David Zaslav had to say. We've reconstructed the business where we are going to focus, where this is going to be a team with a 10-year plan focusing just on DC. It's very similar to the structure at Disney. We think we can build a much stronger, sustainable growth business out of DC, said Zaslav. As a part of that, we are going to focus on quality. Quality, baby. That's it. Quality. We are not going to release any film before it's ready. DC is something we can make better. So there's so much praise right now for DC and its characters. This is what he also had to say. We are home to some of the most iconic franchises in history. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. We will fully embrace theatrical. When you're in theaters, the value of the content is elevated, clearly demonstrated by the Batman and Elvis, which I think is incredibly smart. It's a great business move. Look, as much as those, Netflix films, some of them are great, some of them aren't. But the theatrical experience will never be topped. Nothing beats an Endgame type experience. That's what they're looking forward to. Whatever business had last year during COVID or the year before that decided to release all of their films on HBO Max really shot themselves in the foot. And that was such a bad idea because they saw no return at the box office. They lost millions upon millions of dollars. Now, I get it. We were in a pandemic. I understand that. But still, it was such a bad idea, you guys. Oh, man, this is very exciting. And this is what he had to say about upcoming DC projects like Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Black Adam, and The Flash. And apparently The Flash will still be released, you guys. That's a whole new story within itself. We are very excited about what we've seen. We think they are terrific. And we think we can make them even better. They think they can make them better. Now, he didn't deny any kind of delay for the film. So what if it's still on the table to be delayed? Delayed to make the films better. That's a possibility, but expect a whole tonal shift. I don't think Black Adam will be delayed, but if they're going to delay Shazam, expect Aquaman and expect, Flash to get delayed because, they want to make a better story. They want to have a better continuity between these characters and not just have them be their own separate little islands of films that don't connect. You have the Justice League. Why not utilize that shit? Right? The Justice League are equally as big as the Avengers. And the fact that we've only had one Justice League film, you guys, is mind-boggling to me. When was Man of Steel? 2014, 2015? It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. Or 2013. I think Man of Steel was 2013. That's crazy. Oh, man. But this is what David Zaslav had to say. So he says, the objective is to grow the DC brand and the characters. But it's just as importantly to protect the DC brand. I like that. I like that a lot. And, he mentions about, he notes Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios and, the model that they've really created over there and how successful Marvel Studios has been. Hence why they want to plan and create their own DC Studios. And I think it's a freaking wonderful idea. The Wonder Twins, Batgirl, and Scoob and The Holiday Haunt they're named as examples of films that don't fit Warner Brothers Discovery's new approach to maximize secure financial returns. I get it. I understand it. Look, would Batgirl would have made billions at the box office? I don't know. The Batman didn't even cross $900 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. Batgirl, I just don't know. Honestly, I don't know, but I understand where they're coming from. It makes sense in a business decision. And they clearly thought, this film won't be able to maximize the profit and the money that we could potentially make off of other films. So that's why they canceled it. But yeah, man, this is pretty bonkers. Oh, this is what he had to say about Batgirl. So David Zaslav on canceling Batgirl. We're not going to put a movie out unless we believe in it, particularly with DC. So they ultimately didn't believe in Batgirl. They didn't believe that Batgirl was going to be a huge success worldwide. And that's why they pulled the plug. There's been nothing said about Blue Beetle. So I'm guessing Blue Beetle will still come out sometime next year for a theatrical run. They don't believe in doing HBO Max movies anymore, or, Discovery Plus movies, or whatever they're going to, call it. That's just dead. So expect nothing but theatrical releases for DC. Now, I don't know if they still plan to do James Gunn's, his spin-off shows for whatever new streaming service they create next year. I don't know if that's still in the play. Things could change, but, it seems like they're morally just focused on the big screen and, coming up with more of a creative, cohesive story and a continuity between these characters. It makes all the sense in the world. I'm really excited for the future, and I wouldn't, I wouldn't expect them. I do expect them to drop, some kind of huge announcement for a new Superman film. Even for the Superman films that were announced that we're working on, I think all that's just scrapped. Supergirl scrapped, Batgirl scrapped. All those slight projects are most likely going to be scrapped. Don't know really what's happening with J.J. Abrams and, the Green Lantern Corps. And, honestly, forget a series. Make that a movie. They're dedicated to a theatrical release. Make that a movie. Green Lantern deserves his own movie, not a series. He's a part of the Justice League. Come on now. I like Jon Stewart, baby. Yeah, let's get it. A lot of fans want to see that. And as far as Zack Snyder's Justice League and restore the Snyderverse, I'm pretty sure that's completely dead. That's gone. There is no hopes or, glimpse of light of them ever restoring that. They really have a goal and a plan over at DC, and I think David Zaslav is going to deliver more of a particular idea of where they want to go in the next, 10 years. Planning 10 years. They have their own team. Planning 10 years. That's huge. That's like the Infinity Saga. They're planning 10 years. Will Darkseid show up? Who knows? But they're planning 10 years, you guys. This is massive. Massive. But put your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about David Zaslav dropping all kind of goody updates evolving around DC, the streaming service, and the theatrical releases. And, the future of ultimately where DC is going to be headed. I mean, do you guys like it that they're kind of copycatting off of Marvel? I think it's a fucking brilliant idea. It's not bad. Marvel is a successful studio. Why not take a page from their book? Duh. It only makes sense, you guys. Especially over at DC where they were in shambles. They were canceling projects left and right. They were creating random projects like Wonder Twins and shit like that. Who asked for a Wonder Twins? Who greenlit a Wonder Twins film? It just makes no sense. It's just, oh man, I'm so happy that they have new leadership over there, because even when I first found out they were creating a Wonder Twins film, I was like, this has got to be the dumbest idea of all time. And this is why DC sucks. It's just facts. It's facts, you guys. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of what's happening over at DC and the new plan for their films. Thoughts and opinions, please post them down below, you guys, and let me know what you guys think. Peace.